PowerCircle. Cookup.
Hey, you, right there. Y'all see it. Watch this video to the end, boy.
Let me holler at you, big dog. Now, I know you're real studious and very, very insightful when it comes to this music thing, you dig what I'm saying? But what I want to ask you is, what you think about new music these days, and do you think it's a new era in music as far as mainstream and independent?
No, I don't think so. But what I will say is hip-hop is a young man's sport. So, therefore, I mean, automatically evolution will definitely set in. I think we're kind of past the changing of the guard, per se. Right now, I think the industry, as far as mainstream, is pretty much controlled, and it's a certain standard. Like, let's just say, for example, like the way I see things, or people like around my class or anybody before me, the way we view music, the way we consume music is a lot different nowadays as opposed to what we're used to. Same thing with the rappers, and you know what I mean? Like, not to sound like an old man, but like back in our day, you know, we used to pride ourselves on content, lyrics, substance, things of that sort, being the nicest of the nicest, being the best at what we do, making the best music, things like that. These days, those standards are not being upheld unless it's in certain arenas, like let's say battle rap or underground to even some extent, or even like the uppercomers, you know what I'm saying? In that regard, yeah, for sure. But as far as anything new or innovative, ain't really nothing new under the sun. And that could be said both ways. But all that said, I think, you know, being an independent artist, I think independent artists make better music than the mainstream for the most, because they're free to do what they want to do, free to create. For some that do, for all the creatives out there, the ones that do that, then there's the others, you know, where it's the same business model, it's the same recording format, it's a formula to it with the kids. Instead of lyrics or being the best at that in their craft, you know, they're more so, it's a melodic, it's vibes more so than it is lyrics. We do have lyricism. I just think like, nah, the changing of the guard, no, there's not nothing out there that says, you know what, this is something new. We might every now and then get something that's like a breath of fresh air, but that ship has sailed, definitely, for sure.
Hey man, is there an age limit on hip hop? Because some people, especially these youngsters, seem to think so. I mean, what you think about that?
Age limit on hip hop is like the most idiotic thing they ever put out there. Like, oftentimes, like on social media, we hear the jokes, and like when you hit a certain age, if you ain't did this and that, you might as well hang it up. If you ain't did this and that, you just a hobbyist, so forth and so forth. But I feel like if you got it, you got it. That's one answer. It's like a lot of different ways to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing in a young man sport, yeah, you might want to sit down. You might want to play the CEO route or ghost rifle some of these younger artists. You can, I mean, if your pen is sharp. Some of y'all, as far as like, let's say if you're an older person, like 30 plus or 40 plus or whatever the case may be, rap your age, number one. Two, find your market. There's a lot of ways to do things. I mean, this thing doesn't happen in country, rock and roll, R&B. We all said this 100 million times over, but it's definitely not an age limit in hip hop unless, you know, you stop making good music, or your music starting to sound outdated, or you're not catering to your artists. Because like, I seen soul artists that's been performing over 50 plus years, they stopped when their voice go out or when they pass away. You know what I'm saying? And you can't help. If you got it, you got it. What I will say is, you know, the younger generation of music probably won't last that long. But again, you know, nobody's into making timeless music anymore. You know, it's only a select few that can do that. That's why it goes back to that first question. Music, good music gonna always be appreciated no matter what the age limit is. Everything has its purpose, but you just gotta find your demographic, find your lane, find your niche. But as far as that age limit goes, like, you know what not to do, you know, especially like if you're a mature artist or older artists, and you out there, still artists out here to this day still touring off the old catalog. Now, it ain't too many of y'all that can just get out there and just make fresh new music. Half of y'all probably marketed the wrong way. And so if I'm a youngster, I'll tell you to sit your ass down too, because you in the way. You had your time to be young. So it is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, we fall in the category of making unsellable music, so to speak. You know what I mean? But then you got guys like the Griselda Boys, the 2 Chainz, and Future is continuing to pull a heist on y'all. Me and Future the same age. Future finna be 41 this year. So with that being said, that's the farthest thing from the truth, is there's an age difference in hip hop, or age limit, so to speak. Nah, that's the furthest thing from the truth. That don't even make sense. The older artists need to find a lane and get up out of that lane that they used to. If you start acting your age, rapping your age, and you'll find out that it's a lot of us. Besides, fun fact, kids, our age demographic actually pays for music. You know, this is one of the best demographics you can be. I mean, we still support our artists. Like, for those music connoisseurs, we still support our artists and giving out knowledge to the youth if they care to use it. And at the same time, picking up some notes from the youth as far as everything, because they are the future. So, and that's how it's gonna always be. So as far as an age limit, no, it's a talent limit. That's what I think. Not an age limit, but a talent limit. That's what I say. The skills are starting to diminish. It's time to sit down. It's time to rethink that rap thing. Because we can make music for everybody. Music is for everybody. Sometimes it's okay to make the music that we like, or the majority of us like. It's okay to do that. Because a lot of us, we're not meant to relate to the youngsters. Because I know me, I mean, we could be really brutal and criticize them, but it's really that it's not for us to do. We ain't even qualified to judge their music if you don't understand their music. It's not even for you. It's for the youth. But if you just happen to stumble across something of substance, then, you know, that's a plus.
Okay, one more. Now, with all this scandal going on, what you think about the industry these days now that this whole Diddy circus thing took over the media and the internet? I mean, he really on some real freaky
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've said this on many occasions. Like, I actually deleted a video. I almost spoke about the matter one time, and I've definitely talked off the record about it, like amongst friends and colleagues and stuff like that. We just have off the record conversation about what we think. But at the end of the day, it's not my business. And two, I don't feel as though it's comfortable to speak on another man's business, especially on their shortcomings or whatever vices that they may have or whatever he's being accused of. But I'll really be honest with you. Like, they do enough of that in the media and all that stuff, and they're making a lot of money off this man's pain. What I will say is, it's not really about guilt or innocence with me, but what I will say is this: I got daughters. And on the flip side, we all know what's going on here. I don't have to really speculate or even speak my mind, because I think everything that been said or thought about has already been said. I mean, the media has a alley-oop on this whole matter, and like I said, I almost fell into the rabbit hole of talking about this stuff. High or low, whatever platform you're on, whatever status you got, they all want to know everybody's opinion and what you feel about it. Whether the man should go to jail, is he in danger, how many people are stepping forward. But what I will say is this: everybody is making a lot of money off of it and has an awful lot to say. Now, I'm not no journalist, and I'm definitely not no media expert. I'm definitely not even for no likes or subs or anything like that, and I want to just be clear about that. I don't have the need to speak on another man's business or count a man's pockets. You know, I just can't do it. Yeah, all this stuff in the peanut gallery is disgusting. It's like so much stuff didn't happen. Not just this, but it's definitely his situation is taking over everything. It's like the Harvey Weinstein case and OJ at the same time. They crucifying the man. I mean, I'm not even defending nobody. I'm on one side or another. I'm just calling it like I see it without even saying too much or nothing. I mean, we're seeing another man of color being crucified in the media, no different than the Bill Cosby, R. Kelly situation, and whatever else. It doesn't really have no color. It's not even a race thing, but every so often somebody has to be made an example of. And you know, when you dealing in those particular areas, this is the kind of stuff that we're accustomed to seeing happen. I mean, 2024 is the year of exposure, the year of scandal, and everything coming to light. I mean, since the new year, we've been seeing that. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I think if that answers your question, I gave you long answers, and we done turned this into a video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification button. As always, keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means, get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy, and I'm out this joint.